Welcome back to Wheel Rever, and when you first walk up to the 2025 Vulcan 2000, there's this undeniable sense that the bike is alive even before you start it. The sheer size of the machine commands respect. The wide stance, the massive engine sitting at the heart like a piece of living sculpture, the chrome accents that glint in daylight, it almost dares you to throw a leg over and see what it's capable of. It's not a motorcycle you glance at and walk away from, it's one you circle around, studying each angle, noticing the blend of raw muscle and carefully considered design. It has that aura that tells you Kawasaki didn't just build a machine, they created a centerpiece, something to define a rider's garage. The riding experience starts with ignition, and the moment you thumb that starter you get this deep resonance that feels less like sound and more like a heartbeat. The Vulcan 2000 doesn't cough to life, it growls. The idle has a steady pulse that shakes the bars just enough to remind you of the size of pistons moving inside, and every blip of the throttle gives a chest-punching rumble that seems to travel further than your own ears. It's one of those bikes where bystanders will turn to look even if they weren't planning to. Kawasaki has tuned the exhaust note to be commanding but not obnoxious, giving you that presence without alienating everyone at a stoplight. On the road, the power delivery is effortless. You twist the throttle and there's no hesitation, no scrambling to find momentum. The torque comes on like a wave and just carries you forward. Passing traffic doesn't feel like a calculated move, it feels like flicking a switch. You barely need to downshift because the mid-range grunt is always there, ready to shove you past whatever's in front of you. It's not about hitting high RPM redlines, it's about letting that big motor do what it does best, deliver mountains of torque down low and keep you cruising without strain. Now, with all that mass, you'd expect it to feel like wrestling a beast, but Kawasaki has done a solid job balancing the geometry. Yes, it's heavy, and you'll feel that at parking lot speeds or if you're trying to do a U-turn on a narrow street, but once you're rolling, the bike carries its weight gracefully. The wide handlebars give you leverage, the suspension soaks up road imperfections, and stability at highway speed is rock solid. You sit low and stretched out, with a posture that naturally keeps you relaxed, and the wind at your chest feels more like part of the experience than a battle. One of the joys of long-distance cruising is comfort, and this is where the Vulcan really earns its touring stripes. The seat is wide, deeply padded, and shaped to keep you from sliding around. After an hour or two in the saddle, you don't feel cramped and you feel like you could keep going. The forward controls let your legs stretch, and if you add on accessories like a windshield or saddlebags, you suddenly have a full-on road trip machine capable of chewing up states or countries in a single ride. Kawasaki clearly had riders who love the open road in mind when designing the ergonomics. The instrumentation blends modern tech with classic style. At a glance you've got your speed, fuel, and tech info, but Kawasaki has included connectivity options for riders who want their phone to sync for navigation or music. The display doesn't scream sport bike gadgetry, instead, it feels integrated in a way that doesn't break the cruiser character. The lighting package being all LED not only modernizes the look but adds visibility at both seeing and being seen. That distinctive headlamp glow at night adds to the presence of the Vulcan 2000 in a way that makes it unmistakable even from a distance. Price-wise, it sits in premium cruiser territory. In the US market it comes in at just under $19,000. Which positions it competitively against other heavyweight cruisers. In some regions, once you factor in taxes and extras, you're looking closer to 20 grand or more, but for what you're getting at 2-liter V-twin, modern rider aids, comfort, and unmistakable style, it's not outrageous. It's a big investment, yes, but this is the kind of bike you buy because you want something that makes every ride feel significant. It's not a commuter machine, it's not a beginner's toy. It's a commitment to a lifestyle of long roads and bold statements. And that's what really makes the Vulcan 2000 stand out. It's not trying to be everything to everyone, it's built with a clear purpose. If you want agility, there are sport nakeds and adventure bikes. If you want budget simplicity, there are smaller cruisers. But if you want the feeling of commanding a machine that exudes raw presence and delivers a ride that's equal parts muscle and comfort, this is where you land. Kawasaki could have played it safe and built another mid-sized cruiser, but they chose to bring back something unapologetically large, and that boldness is what gives it an edge. Every time you park it, You'll catch yourself looking back at it, and not just because of the chrome catching the light, but because bikes like this carry an energy. They make you feel like the road ahead isn't just transportation, it's an event waiting to happen. The 2025 Vulcan 2000 is not a motorcycle you forget about once you step off. It's one that lingers in your head, a machine that defines the day you ride it. So if you're looking for something that marries Kawasaki reliability with a truly massive cruiser experience, the Vulcan 2000 should be high on your list. It's a machine for riders who want more than just wheels on asphalt. They want presence, performance, and a partner for the long haul.